So there is little doubt, in fact, in my mind, there's no doubt, that the Department of Justice is criminally investigating Donald Trump. Let's talk about why that is. Because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So it's always a good day to check in on Donald Trump's criminal exposure, his criminal responsibility for what he did, because we all know that he tried to unconstitutionally retain power. He tried to unlawfully overturn the results of the presidential election. He tried to reverse Joe Biden's win. And lately, I hear a rising chorus of concern. People are asking, is the Department of Justice not criminally investigating Donald Trump? We know the Senate Judiciary is now investigating all of this because after that blockbuster reporting about Donald Trump trying to enlist Department of Justice officials in a conspiracy to try to overturn the election's results, we saw the Senate Judiciary Committee hastily assemble a 7-hour hearing on a Saturday in August to listen to what Donald Trump's last acting Attorney General, Jeffrey Rosen, what he knew and when he knew it about all of this. So we know the Senate Judiciary Committee is investigating it. We've heard reports that the Department of Justice Inspector General is now investigating this as well. But of course, that's not a prosecutorial office. So people have been asking, is the Department of Justice criminally investigating Donald Trump for what he did? Folks, I am not a betting man. $1 is my limit, but I would bet $1 that the Department of Justice is absolutely investigating Donald Trump criminally. Now, when we look back, we knew even before the election that Donald Trump was going to contest the election results. Remember how he was endlessly whining and complaining and kvetching and moaning and bellyaching like a child, saying, if I lose, it's because the election will be rigged. And then he lost spectacularly. And of course, he claimed the election was rigged. So what did he do? Well, one of the first things he did was he assembled a team of third-rate lawyers to go into courts around the country and spew lies about the election being rigged. And they were uniformly laughed out of court by the judges, right, left, and center, because it was a bunch of nonsense. There was no evidence that the election was rigged. So next, we now know Donald Trump assembled some of his own Department of Justice officials and told them to lie. Said, just go out there, tell everybody the election was corrupt, and you let me and my Republican friends in Congress take care of the rest. And friends, we now know that one of his DOJ officials, a guy named Jeffrey Clark, please remember that name, took him up on that offer to enter a conspiracy. He became a co-conspirator with Donald Trump because what he did was, after Donald Trump enlisted him in that conspiracy, he went back to the Department of Justice. He drafted a letter to Georgia state officials and the officials of 5 other states. And in substance, that letter said, we have grave concerns, lots of election fraud. We don't think the results are reliable. Here's how you can go about actually awarding the electors for Donald Trump and not Joe Biden. That's called an overt act in the conspiracy. That's why Donald Trump and Jeffrey Clark can and should be charged with a criminal conspiracy to unlawfully, unconstitutionally overturn the election results. When that didn't work, we all now know that on January 6th, Donald Trump assembled and whipped up into a frenzy his angry mob of supporters, and he told them to go down to the Capitol and stop the certification of Joe Biden's win. So, for all of that conduct, is Donald Trump being criminally investigated by the FBI and the Department of Justice? Well, let's talk about what it takes to open a criminal investigation. It takes something that the FBI, the DOJ calls adequate predication. Now that's a 50-cent word, or a 10-cent word will do, more fancy sounding and complicated than it needs to be. Adequate predication is just some evidence that a federal crime may have been committed. Now, more precisely, here is how the standard is defined in the FBI's Domestic Investigations and Operations Guide. So it defines predication as some evidence that, quote, an activity constituting a federal crime has or may have occurred, or is or may be occurring. So, some evidence that a crime may have occurred. Well, folks, Donald Trump committed crimes. Ain't no may have about it. Recall the recent joint op-ed in the Washington Post, authored by my friends Barb McQuade, Joyce Vance, and Lawrence Tribe? They actually listed the many crimes that should be, must be, criminally investigated by the Department of Justice. Just some of the crimes they listed included conspiracy to defraud the United States, obstruction of an official proceeding, inciting an insurrection, seditious conspiracy, and they list others. Now, folks, there is way more evidence than just adequate predication. Way more evidence than just the bare minimum that there is some evidence that a crime may have been committed. So, friends, let me leave you with this. I sleep like a rock at night, secure in the firm belief that my friends and my former colleagues at the Department of Justice and at the United States Attorney's Office for the District of Columbia, the field office of the Department of Justice, are criminally investigating Donald Trump for his crimes. And they're doing it because justice matters. Friends, as always, thank you for tuning in to these Daily Justice Matters videos. If you would like to more formally support our all-volunteer efforts here, our mission, our content, please feel free to go over to patreon.com and you can sign up to become a patron. You can become a member of Team Justice proper, and if you do, I will send you some Team Justice stickers and a personal handwritten note of thanks. And as always, friends, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.